Alright guys, we're going down to the hardware store, gonna get some bio bricks and some fire starter. Hopefully they have both those. So it's nice that I can carry these in the back of my truck like this. You know, I've got this extra carrier on the back, and it's also nice that I'm able to have access to these. I'm thinking of my YouTube friend Deb, who has to she's got some, but they're not the right size, so she has to somehow cut them to size, and that's quite a task. So really glad that I have these, although they are quite expensive. When I first started buying these were $8 and change, and now they're $11 and change per package. And a package lasts me, well, I can make it last about a week with supplemental wood. Well, today will be a little bit of a test with Henry. We're going to be taking him down into some busier areas, and we're going to be taking him for enough of a drive that if he was going to act up, this would be a good time to do it. Not a good time to do it, but a situation where he could do it. See you later, Harvey. We'll be back in a bit. We're driving straight through town and into the country. Henry, today's your big day, man. It's not like we're going crazy mileage, but we're going enough to test you out here and see how the doctor did with you. Yikes. This could cause a problem. Well, here we are about 10 minutes later, and we're still in the same situation here. I don't know if the snowplow guy is just not being nice, or there's just nowhere to pull over. There now, as I say that, it looks like he's going by the side right now. So that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And appreciate you taking care of the road, sir. Or ma'am. Yeah, look at that big snowplow. I got one car in front of me now and a line of cars behind me. And I don't feel comfortable going any faster than this, and I don't really feel comfortable going this fast. Kind of liked it better when we were going a little bit slower. But everybody's got to get somewhere, right? We all got to get somewhere, and we'll put our lives on the line for it. I bet you we wouldn't if we really thought about it. Anyway, I'm glad I'm in the truck because I just feel comfortable in my truck, you know. With these are bigger vehicles, you know, they can handle this stuff better. Can't be fooled with four-wheel drive though, because that's when people get in accidents as usual. Because they think they can do anything in snow if they got four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, which is not the case, man. Far from it. Slippery is slippery, alright? And snow is snow. You just gotta take it easy, man. Yep, and I'm just about white knuckling it right now. Not quite, but you know, there's some anxiety and stress involved in this ride. This is not a bowl of cherries. I mean, I have driven in much worse conditions than this, but this is a snowstorm right now, you know, and there's always a certain amount of stress involved in driving in the snow, or rain for that matter, but snow's a little bit more to deal with. So we are in Stillwater now. This is the first little town that we have to go through on our way to the doctor's, which I have 20 minutes to get to if I want to make it on time. Most of this route follows the Hudson River, which is the river that runs in front of my house, and we're just traveling past the towns that are along the riverside. Like I said, we're in Stillwater right now, and I always find these little river towns really interesting. As I do find most towns interesting, no matter what. Especially small towns, right? So it looks like right now kids are outside waiting for the bus. So far we've not run into any bus problems. I've driven through here a lot. I've filmed in here quite a bit in the summertime, you know, coming down this way for gigs or whatever. Look at all these little kids out with their moms or dad waiting for the bus. It's so cute. This is the new library here, this building to the left. Maybe I can get a gig there this summer. And you've seen me film this building, talk about this building here. If you've watched any of my videos, it's a replica of an old fort. Not an original. $3.19 for gas down here. Here comes that bus that all those kiddos are waiting for. And here's that long line of cars that has to wait for the bus. And I'm glad we're not right behind right now. I always think of this bridge as the barrier between towns, which it just about is. So, yes, we are entering Mechanicville. Yeah, they really built up around the river down here.
Turn left onto North Central Avenue.
They build up a lot of industry here, and it's kind of stuff that pollutes the river, or polluted it. I think they've got it managed now, but it could be very interesting on my way to Buskirk today. I really don't want to lose out on the money from that gig. We're going to have to see how that goes. Hello?
Hi. Good, I'm on my way to the doctor's right now. But... Okay, I was just calling to let you know that I will be getting 2 kids here.
So, yeah, that's canceled because nobody could get their kids. Nobody could get their kids. Nobody could get their kids. Nobody could get their kids to the daycare today. Only 2 kids showed up. Probably would have been crazy trying to drive out that way today anyway, although I was looking forward to checking the area out in a snowstorm. Alright guys, actually these roads are freaking slippery. I was just coming up to that stoplight there, and you know, I was sliding a little bit. Luckily I had no speed, but yeah, I don't want to be on these roads today anymore than I have to.
Turn left at Meyer Road.
Appointment went fine. I like that doctor, Dr. Hughes. We always like to have a little conversation. He likes to talk with his patients, and spends a little time with you. That's cool. And you know, we've gotten to be friends as much as doctors and patients are. Family-friendly Stewards in Mechanicville, where gas is $3.13 a gallon, and I just got $9.27 or 2.95 gallons. It's not cheap driving this truck right now, I'll tell you that, but I like having my truck. And that's that. It is yucky out. I guess that's a kid's word I've carried on into my late 50s. Well, I'm having a good time talking with myself on the way home. I was watching this YouTuber last night, and he was talking about, which I agree, man. Talking to a camera is very therapeutic, and especially once you get used to it, and you don't feel like you have something in your face. It actually becomes like this thing that you talk to, and get your thing out. You know, get your things out of your body, out of your mind. You say what you need to say, and it feels good. And whether it ever makes it to YouTube, to you guys, is another story. But the whole process, the process is therapeutic. Here's this building up here again. Blockhouse Park. And right next to it, the library. We're open. That's cool. They did that pretty quickly. That's an interesting looking building. Check out this. Check out this river. All right, this is Fish Creek, right? That's that little, that's something they're calling a creek. I'm not quite sure why, but it's a creek according to them. We're back home. It's so quiet in here. Wow. This is nice. And now what I'm going to do is go into the RV and get a fire going, get things warmed up in there. Get a fire going in the little big house here, make sure that fire is going, which it doesn't look like it is. I have a couple music videos to make today and just, you know, other business to take care of. And that will take the rest of the day. It's pretty much what I have in store. Alright guys, we'll see you in a bit. It's just so peaceful in here, I'm almost falling asleep. Kind of feel like I'm in one of those snow globes, you know, where they just shook it up. The snow settles down on you. Feels like that kind of. Oh, what happened here? Good, that was able to be fixed. I bent my blind here. Come on, hang in there. It's turning out to be a bit stormy today. I went to girl. I went to school with a girl by the name of Stormy. Take two. I went to school with a girl named Stormy. Stormy Towers, and she was named. She was named after some horrible snowstorm. I believe it was a snowstorm. Probably was, because I think she was born sometime in the newer part of the year. But back in 1965, and I think that maybe going to the hospital or back from the hospital had a lot to do with her name, Stormy. And you know what? That seems like such a normal name to me. But I've never ever heard anybody else called Stormy, named Stormy. It's a cool name.
The time is 11:13 a.m. 21 degrees Fahrenheit with snow. Throughout the day you can expect more of the same, with a high of 26 degrees and a low of 14 degrees. Tonight, expect a low of 14 degrees.
Nice. There's a hawk right outside. Right there. He was looking to get something here at the bird feeder. Alright, I was doing tax work here, taxes. And now I'm going to get back to making a video, which I have not even started yet. I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. I need to wake myself up, so I'm going to step outside. Oh, look at that cardinal over there on that branch. It's beautiful. Wish I could get that with the cannon, but by the time I get it set up, it's going to be too late. That's beautiful. So as I was saying, it's nice and cozy in here. It is, isn't it, 10, right? Not bad at all, right, buddy? Looks like winter. What's the only thing about snow is it's not fun to get off your feet. It gets in the, try to keep out of the indoors. All right. As best we can. Oh, it is nice and warm in here. It's like 3:38 in the afternoon, and that snow has not subsided whatsoever. I think in the next 20 minutes or so, I'm going to get myself out there. I almost fell over here. I'm just restocking the fire here. What happens is I'll get going on the computer here, and I'll forget about the fire, and it'll get. What I notice is when it gets cold in here. Unfortunately, lots of times. And like I said, we're going outside really soon here. Make sure we get the tin going. I know, Tin, I neglected you for a little bit there, but you seem like you're doing all right now. You're going to be able to handle this. I have to go out and do the yard here, do the driveway. I did not get very far. I got one line down the driveway, which I filmed otherwise, which you'll see. I don't know what's wrong with the snowblower, but it's not getting any gas, so. Because January's being January, we've got the reflectix up, at least on this window over on here on the south side. I'm not going to put it up over here. I don't think I need to. It's going to get down to 14 degrees tonight. Right now it's 21 degrees, but it'll probably even get colder, just the way it's been. Tin, how are you doing? Oh, I know. You need a little attention, don't you? All right, here we go, buddy. All right, guys, what I'm using right now, this is the pocket bellows. Sent to me by Uncle Ernie. I highly recommend this little gadget right here for anybody. Look it up, pocket bellows. Amazing, amazing little instrument that will change your life as far as heating goes. Look at that. Look what I did to the fire. Just a couple blows and we're ready to go. Give a couple blows and we're ready to go. Oh yeah. So in all my years past, I think I'll have to look back on the videos, but I think I would just leave it like this with the reflectix. And I wouldn't bother with putting down the blinds. And I know for a fact, having used the blind, just the blinds this year up until now, which I never do. I usually have the reflectix there. They do a wonderful job within themselves. So having that reflectix up and then having these blinds here as well, how can this not be amazingly blocking out anything that is happening outside, you know, as far as cold goes? I think we are set over on this side. And already, just by having this stuff like this, temperature popped up 5 degrees. Seriously. I've got everything closed up here. I mean, all the curtains and whatnot. The only one I don't is this one right here, by this window. But I usually keep these curtains open. Of course, up here I've got this curtain like this. And I haven't even done this yet. I'm still going to put this poncho across here. And then over here I closed up the, as usual, I just have these curtains here. The black curtains that are, there's two sides to this. I mean, it's nothing special, but I tell you what, it seems to block it out though. Block out that cold. So I like that. And it blocks out the light. I think this is a pretty good setup, guys, for winter time. We are rocking and rolling here for sure. No problem staying warm. In fact, I'm getting quite warm.